Module Overview. In the development of a personal artistic style, medium and material are not just tools. They are philosophical statements, identity markers, and narrative vehicles. This module delves into the intimate relationship between what an artist uses and what they express. It invites you to investigate, experiment, and redefine their material identity, aligning their choice of media with their conceptual voice and emotional language. Module 6 unpacks how the physical characteristics of mediums, from traditional ones like oil, graphite, and clay, to digital, ephemeral, and mixed media practices, shape visual vocabulary, texture, rhythm, and ultimately the perception of style. It explores how stylistic signatures are often born not from grand concepts alone, but from a deep, patient dialogue with materials. The temperament of a brushstroke, the fragility of ink, the resistance of metal, or the transparency of digital layering all contribute to the DNA of personal style. This module also addresses the philosophical, symbolic, ecological, and cultural implications of medium choice. Artists will be encouraged to break away from technical comfort zones and engage in purposeful experimentation. The outcome is a more integrated, confident, and coherent artistic practice where style is not only what is seen, but how it is made. Key learning theme: medium as identity, medium as metaphor, how materials reflect inner narratives, personal affinity, discovering which media resonate with your temperament and message, establishing a signature through technical consistency or contrast. Material and technique exploration. Classical media: oil, acrylic, charcoal, ink, watercolor, clay, bronze, wood. Contemporary media: photography, digital painting, 3D printing, installation, performance art, AR/VR hybrid, and interdisciplinary practices combining painting with text, sculpture with sound, video with drawing. How medium shapes visual language. Understanding mark-making, texture, color retention, opacity, and form. Gestural versus precise mediums. How the nature of tools influences expressive outcomes, restrictions, and possibilities. How limitations often define innovation. The politics and philosophy of material choice. Choosing eco-conscious or recycled materials as a stylistic and ethical stance. Cultural symbolism in material. Mud, indigo, thread, bones, pigments, plastics, the aura of material. What different materials communicate emotionally and historically. Experimental practices for breakthrough. Creating tools, inventing brushes, styluses, printmaking devices, unorthodox surfaces, painting on metal, fabrics, glass, urban walls, skin sensory explorations, incorporating smell, touch, sound into visual work. Mastery and discipline. The difference between exploration and mastery, developing fluency in a medium to move beyond technique and access voice repetition, control, and deep craftsmanship as elements of signature style. Medium-specific challenges and solutions. Longevity and preservation, transportability and scale, accessibility and cost, audience reception, and conceptual alignment. Building a material-based style portfolio. Creating a series that explores one concept through 3 or more different mediums. Documenting process and material decisions for portfolio reviews and exhibitions. Preparing artist talks and write-ups that communicate how material and message align. Practical assignments. Material autobiography. Choose 3 materials that reflect your personality, history, or beliefs. Create a self-portrait using them. Medium rotation challenge. Interpret the same concept in 4 different mediums. Observe how each shifts your voice. Sustainability project. Create an artwork entirely from recycled, found, or natural materials. Tool alteration exercise. Modify or invent a new drawing/painting tool and explore how it changes your line or stroke. Surface investigation. Work on non-traditional surfaces for a week. Mirrors, textiles, walls, sandpaper, bark, etc. Learning outcomes. By the end of this module, you will understand how medium affects visual identity and message delivery, identify the materials, that align with their conceptual and emotional goals. Demonstrate technical fluency in one or more mediums. Experiment purposefully with both traditional and unconventional tools. Build a body of work that reflects both mastery and curiosity. Make informed, ethical, and expressive decisions about materials. Write and speak confidently about how material choices reflect style and substance. Real-world applications. Enhances the artist's ability to select appropriate mediums for exhibitions, residencies, and commissions. Prepares learners for graduate art programs and professional practice portfolios. Enables artists to explore sustainability, activism, and cultural preservation through materials. Supports stronger storytelling in multimedia and interdisciplinary projects. Cultivates the discipline necessary for long-term evolution and technical excellence.